Evan, Luca, NFL Productions, Lobster, Connor, Ice Master, Star, Velvet. Yes, Carter Lucas. Brandon, hello. The Super Bowl? I think Seattle. Alicia, hello. What am I drawing? I'm not sure yet. Usually you shade after you draw, but I'm going to shade first and then maybe draw over the shading. So I can't draw as much as I can create. So I'll look to create something, but I won't be able to draw something. Football edits, I do remember. Yes, a new logo for the live streams would be good. But not as much as of a new logo as much as it would be just a new thumbnail. Andrea, hello. I am watching the Super Bowl, yes, but I do not really care too much about football. But I will be watching the big game, yes. The Seahawks, I think the same with me as well. Yo, Zoya, how are you? They're definitely the better team because they did have more wins, I believe, right? Or did they tie for the same record? Same record? Yeah, I thought so. Shout out June. Hello. Doing good? Glad to hear. I'm just hanging out. And I'm doing very well. I am not a drawer at all. Mackenzie. Well, welcome. How are you? So I can't draw as much as I can create. So I'm going to try and create something. I'm not going to try to draw really. Good. Happy to hear. So what I am creating, I'm still a little unsure about. I really do not know what I am drawing. Right now I'm just shading. And I did want to make some sort of like subscriber art because we are approaching 4K. I guess that's a little better, but it kind of takes the view away. So I'm not really sure what I am drawing, but I kind of want to do some sort of subscriber art because we are closing in on 4K subs. So if you are subscribed to this channel, you are part of the Before 4K crew. Ivana, hello. I'm doing good. I'm very well. How are you? Where I am, it's another very cold day, so I'm just hanging out really inside. Since 1K, you think? The thing is, I did not start live streaming before 2K. Good? I'm happy to hear. I did not start to live stream seriously until about 2.4? Yeah, right around 2,400 subs. Well, thank you. When you do decide to subscribe, that shows your full support. So thank you for giving me your full support. Well, that's great. Yo, whoa, what's up? Is it Mila? Hello. Outside? I can show a little bit. I do not want to go outside because it's very cold. But this is kind of what it looks like outside. Sing a song? I wasn't prepared to sing, so I would have to practice. Do you actually mean the Pacers or the Patriots? Because the Pacers might also be playing today. But I do think the Seahawks will win. I'm really not sure yet what I am drawing. Right now, I'm more practicing like shading. So I think I may do like subscriber art. So I can't really draw. But is there something I can maybe draw or create for you? Could be. It's still got a long way to go. But I marked this as number 1, as I did this number 1. I'm going to mark 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think. That's a good idea. I think I could be able to do that. Is it Jason? What's up? So yes, a flower, I probably can. The strawberry, I think I could only because I have the colors, maybe. Nathan. Yes, I do think the Seahawks will win. What am I drawing? That's probably the best definition, some layering. Oh, the intro. No, I did not. Is it on your channel? Nice. On the shorts feed? I must not have been tagged in it. I did not see it. Jocelyn, hello. The shorts? All right, then I'll have to go on your channel to look for it. Tan me, hello. I do. Huh. Yo, Joshua, what's up? Muhammad. How tall am I? I'm 6'5". Yeah, something happened yesterday where we got over 50 likes, and then they were all kind of disappearing, and we went down all the way to 20 likes. So I think there were people making fake accounts, coming onto the live stream and disliking. Can you believe people take that much energy out of their day to dislike someone's live stream? So I am trying to draw the flower. I'm not sure why it's so difficult. A NASA hat? I am, yes. Giovanna, yes, I am okay. The messages weren't loading, so I'm just reading them now. Yo, Shu, what's up? But yes, I am okay. But I did jump off my stairs to do those videos. Yes, I am trying to do the rose, but it's not really coming out that great. I think what's going to save me is I have the colors. So I think the colors might make it look better than it is. So I can't call it drawing as much as I call it creating something. Zoya, yes, none of your messages were coming through. Yes, there's no reason to argue. Zoya, I just finally got your message. So I have heard of Pinterest, but I've never used it before. The thing is, I have lots of inspiration to create better. I'm just not fully knowledgeable about editing and softwares. So this is the flower. Probably the best I could do. It is pretty good, right? Like I said, I think the colors saved me. And what about the strawberry? The strawberry might be a little difficult. Well, thank you. If someone would like to take a screenshot, they can post it in the community. If you have been subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the channel. So I was asked to draw a flower, the best I could do, basically. And strawberry. I guess the strawberry looks okay, right? It's not so bad. Yo, Steven, hello. Hello. What kind of thumbnails? So for the live stream thumbnails, they're usually just the initials WDK. because that's like the abbreviation for the channel. But they can really be of anything. I'm always open to suggestions. Yo, Jace, what's up? I will not be live streaming the Super Bowl. As I cannot show any of it. And I also really don't care so much about football. Yo, Jace, peace. So what I will do is I will live stream now before the Super Bowl. And then tomorrow will probably be somewhat of a normal schedule, as I do tend to live stream on Monday nights, where we will be playing Connect 4. And then on Tuesday, there's a chance I do not live stream on Tuesday, but I will post updates. Because I will be catching a flight and going to Florida on Tuesday. And I will be in Florida, I believe, for about like almost 20 days. So I will practically be living there for about 3 weeks. The trip is Tuesday. Sweet G. Saya, hello. So it's already slipped my mind. Lewis, you said you were... Peace. So we're going to finish some sort of... It's more art than it is like a drawing, as I do not really draw as much as I create. The Strikers, I do remember, yes. How are you? Goofy, I do remember, yes. Yo, Dale, glad you're okay. Zoya, I think my next live stream, I will be playing the game Connect 4. as we try to play Connect 4 every Monday. But since I'm going to be on my vacation, that might be the last time we play in a while. So I think that is the theme for Monday's live stream. But if you would ever like to send over more than one thumbnail, I can use them for other topics. Nyla, hello. So we're getting somewhere. I kind of am coloring, yes, but I'm creating my own, like, creation. So this was drawn first, or shaded first, second, third, and then I'm going to do a fourth and fifth. And then I think I'm going to write something in between, I guess. Or maybe I'll do 6 spaces. Yo, Krieger, what's up? It's going great. How are you? Tired? Same with me. Well, Nyla, thank you. I do have yellow. The thing is, the paper itself is yellow. It may be hard to see, but it's not a white piece of paper. It's a yellow piece of paper. The trim, that's going to be tomorrow morning. So the next time you see me, I should have a much shorter beard and probably just a little bit shorter hair. Use black? I was thinking about using gray as the light color. We can use purple, brown, gray. Or I could use all 3. So So I will definitely be live streaming on the trip. I just don't know how I'm going to work it out. They may be early, they may be late, they may be in the middle of the day. I just don't have it figured out yet, but I will be live streaming. And I also just don't know for how long each live stream. So some days will feel like normal live streams, and then some days will feel like completely different live streams. Yo, Nyla, peace. Is it Shadow? Hello. Is it Shaik? State your name if you would like a shout out. As I typically always remember handles, as I can't see your channel name. But if you can remind me your name, it helps me remember. And if you are new, welcome. If you're in the chat, you're part of the crew, so welcome. More than a shout out? I'm not sure if I can supply that. But I also haven't heard what you said. Is it Tay? Hello. Wow, these stay together pretty well. Am I a kid? No. Acting like one? Yes. how many colors remain? Used, used, used. Used. So we have to use all those other colors? Virtually, yes. Yo, anything, what's up? Yo, Ace, what's up? What am I doing? I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm doing some sort of shading. So I think I'm going to create some sort of art, but it's not done yet. All right. So it seems like we're going to be using all the colors. It'll be somewhat of a flag, but it really won't be a flag. Yo, Rafi, what's up? I do feel like I have a cold a little bit, yes. I do need better lighting, though. Sometimes the lighting helps. What am I doing? I am kind of coloring, shading. So I'm almost done. I will be using all the colors. Yo, Star, what's up? My day's been great. How was yours? And I did see your comments from earlier. So whenever I schedule a live stream, I will check to chat as well. Yo, Sophie, hello. It's great. Happy to hear. That's how it should be. Starburst? I do. I like the yellow. Seems like everyone's favorite is strawberry though, right? The pink? That was probably my second favorite. Velvet, hello. Well, nice. We share that in common. So yellow and brown. So we have used blue, green, red, purple, orange, gray, pink. Yellow and brown remain. So I'm going to finish it with brown. And then I may write WDK through the bottom. Nikki, hello. What am I drawing? I'm not really sure what I am drawing. It's kind of more like shading. And I labeled each one with a number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next numbers. Yes, that's a great suggestion. I should do that. The thing is, I don't really know how to make block letters. Yes, so that's where the name kind of like rooted from, like where it came from. That's where I kind of got the idea for the name of the channel. But it kind of has other meanings as well. You know what? That's a pretty good point. I could probably put the marker onto its side and it'll give the illusion it's block letters. The real Leroy, what's up? I'm kind of more shading than drawing. So we're kind of finished. Each color from this box is shaded onto this piece of paper, construction paper. So it'll kind of be like a flag, but not really a flag. Somehow we're running out of yellow. What am I going to do after it's done? I'm not really sure. I kind of wanted to go for a walk outside today, but it's so cold out. All right, last color. Why did I read that as like empty pen? Whoa. The mix? Or is it just mix? It's the remix. So I guess technically it looks supposed to be like this. A tease? A tiz? I guess that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. So now for the WDK, but is it going to be this way? This way, this way, that way? It's got to be this way, right? Kind of does look like a flag, right? All right. So this is very important because this took a very long time to make. So the WDK has to be final. Yes, the brown on top. I agree. Ouch. Star, that's a great idea. I'm just going to have to eye it out. Man. Getting nervous. We can build it better. Yes. I guess I gotta keep this, right? Luckily, I have very good handwriting. Not to jinx it, because I am also superstitious, but I have very good handwriting. All right. So I'm going to put a little more effort into it, but this is what it's looking like. If someone would like to take a screenshot, I will use it as a thumbnail. Whoops. Yes, I do need to make it bolder. I think I'm going to just put other colors like overlaying it. Yo, Roy! I am ready for the Super Bowl, yes. So what I'll do is I may take one of every color and just kind of make it more bolder that way. So if I use the black again, that's playing it safe. I kind of want to take a risk. So I'm going to take a risk and kind of do it with all the colors. I don't know. I kind of want to go for the home run. Oh, yes, stars. That I will definitely have to practice. I've not drawn a star in a while. Yo, Owen, what's up? A football? Yeah, I really don't watch football either. I mean, I will watch today's game, but I don't really watch. But I would like Seattle to win. Is it Misha? Hello. For a living, no. Not a tech guy. I work for my town. So without getting into too much detail, I do like manual labor. Like kind of like construction, but not really. Yo, Star, how was it? What's Brazil? Brazil is a place in South America. Shout out Brazil. I vote for Seahawks. Yo, Jasmine, hello. I'm doing great. How are you? Is it pause? Hello. I'm not sure why, but sometimes the comments come up kind of like glitched out. Yo, Star, sounds good. What am I drawing? I'm drawing like a future thumbnail. See? So if anyone would like to create fan art and post it in the community, I will use it as a future thumbnail. The settings, which ones? Not bad, right? I would make a poll, but I really don't care so much about the game to make a poll. But I guess I cared enough to live stream before it started, but... Yo, Roy, nice. Yeah, my bad. I don't want to use other famous things to get famous. You know what I mean? I feel guilty already playing Mario. Oh, yes. You asked me, you told me yesterday. I totally forgot. The auto translation, yes. I need to look at that. I'm not even sure where I can find that setting. I'll have to see. All right. We're getting somewhere. I'm telling you. Sophie, hello. How are you? Yo, Brittany, hello. Yes, rent. I do apologize, but just keep reminding me. I will remember. Is it Karen? Hello. I don't know. That sounds like a prank. I think Seattle. Thank you for the like. 24 likes. My favorite number. We are 6 likes away from 30. I do like Kobe, and yes, like Kobe 24, but I started to wear 24 because of Ken Griffey Jr. So I was kind of wearing 24 before Kobe. Does not mean I'm better, but I was probably doing it before. Absolutely. State your name if you would like a shout out. And thank you for the floating emojis. They look cool on the screen. Well, shout out Russia. Yes, shout out Karen. Yes, trying to get that Kobe number, 1 over Jordan. Sophie, today is the Super Bowl. Will you be watching? I feel like the whole world watches, right? We only have 3 colors remaining, and then we will be done, I believe, with the drawing. Yes, Super Bowl does equal football. As it will start at 6:30 p.m. for me. Because right now it is 2:57 p.m. for me. Do I know Stray Kids? I do, yes. I only know like one song, though. I can't name the songs or the artist in the band. So I have heard of BTS, but I kind of forgot who they are. Or what it is. Sorry. How do I feel about it? I really don't know. So we are getting very, very close. This is actually pretty exciting. Who knew we can do this together? Texas? Manny, go Texas. Don't mess with Texas. All right, we're getting very, very close. Getting close. I don't know. That sounds like a prank. Whenever anyone asks me to say their first and last name, I feel like it's always a prank. That's a good one. I like that one. That was the first time I ever heard that one. Not the best one, but a good one. We are done. Are you serious? Are you ready? I think what I'm going to have to do is take a screenshot myself. It really came out great, right? Who would have thought? See, even though you can't draw, you can create. Because art is not about is it good or is it bad? It's whether you enjoy it. That was lots of fun. Maybe too much of a glare right here. You know what we'll do? We'll move around. We'll see if we can find maybe a better spot. It's more glare here than before. We did play Truth or Dare yesterday. It seems like a lot of people liked it. So we'll probably bring it back another time. I just need a break because those dares were really tiring. Where am I going? I'm not really sure. I kind of want to just get out of this sunlight here. That's decent. It is perfect, but now what? The drawing was great, but it was kind of tiring. We can always do a Q&A. If anyone has any questions, I will definitely answer it to the best of my ability. Yes. I will say it's my channel, but at times it is our channel. Because I will never be able to grow the channel as much as I would like to without every single one of you. Sonic the Food Place or Sonic the Hedgehog? Or both? Because I do like both. The Hedgehog? Absolutely. Do you? The Vampire Diaries? No. Is that on MTV? I did not notice you have Sonic as your profile picture. He really is the best. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I've never seen it. But I do like things with the supernatural. So I probably would like it, but I've never seen it. Karen, hey yo. I've never seen Game of Thrones either. There's lots of shows that I haven't seen. Because what I used to do is I used to watch all like the old TV show sitcoms from years ago. And then I started watching lots of YouTube videos, and I really shortened my attention span, and I can't really get into like 1 hour long TV shows anymore. Oh yes, it does look like Shadow a little bit. Anyone who's ever seen really Game of Thrones said it was a great show, so I should watch it. Yes, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Dr. Robotnik, Egghead. The cartoons, it was kind of like Rugrats and Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, Rocket Power, Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad. Lots and lots of cartoons. Dexter's Laboratory. Yep, Angry Beavers. South Park. Yes, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. What I enjoyed about Ed, Ed, and Eddie is that every episode, the whole point of every episode was to buy a jawbreaker. Power Rangers? Absolutely. I think Power Rangers was my favorite. I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers Zeo, but then I stopped after that. Yo, Tess. No, I kind of stopped watching the Rangers after, I guess, like right before Space. I'm going to root for Seattle. How about you? We are 3 likes away from 30. Tomorrow's Teachings? No, I've never heard of it. Yes, Cow and Chicken. I believe Cow and Chicken was Cow and Chicken part of Johnny Bravo? And then it got its own show? I can't really remember. I cannot really watch anything or listen to anything on live stream because I'm always subject to copyright. And then I won't be credited for the live stream. I did not watch Ben 10, but Pikachu, absolutely. The thing is, I stopped paying attention to Pokemon after 150. So all Pokemons from 1 to 150, I know, but I don't know after. Am I from Michigan? No. I am from the state of New York. I've fallen for that prank before. This isn't my first rodeo. You know what they say, you cannot teach experience. We are 2 likes away from 30. Yep. You can imagine how embarrassed I was when I said that. Yo, Rent, what's up? Is it loyalty? Shout out. State your name if you would like a shout out. Muhammad. Yes, it was definitely odd. Whenever anyone asks me to shout out a first and last name, it's typically always a prank. Rent, shout out Rent. Yo, Roy, it is a nice hat, right? It's like not a very well made hat. as it kind of barely fits and it feels like it's going to fall apart, but it's a cool hat. Zoya, absolutely. I do remember Mickey Mouse Club and Looney Tunes. The thing is, I did not always have cable television growing up. So Mickey Mouse Club, I believe, was always on the Disney Channel, which I did not have my entire childhood. I've heard of Sailor Moon, and I know what it is, but I've never got into it. The only anime I've ever watched was all of Dragon Ball Universe. So I've seen Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super, a little bit of Dama, and I have given Yu Yu Hakusho a chance, but I didn't get past like the second arc. Princess movies? Not really. It's not a princess movie, but I do like Mulan. But that's not a princess movie, I guess. Yes, if you did enjoy Dragon Ball Z and you did not watch Dragon Ball Super, I definitely recommend it. But I recommend you probably skipping the first 3 episodes. Did I say 3? I meant 30. Yes, Hercules was great. I actually have a Hercules cartoon movie memorabilia like dish, like a plate. Yes. Some can say that Dragon Ball Super, thing is, it could be better than Dragon Ball Z, but without Dragon Ball Z, it doesn't exist. So it's kind of like two different things, but it's just as good. Yes, the days of fighting for the remote. Those days really come and go. So that's kind of more of a meme than anything else, but I could probably count them. Krillin dies in the original Dragon Ball. Then he dies again in the Seiya saga. And then, I don't know, he might only die 2 times. Because you cannot bring someone back who has died more than once. You know what? Technically, I guess he died 3 times. Because when Majin Buu came, he destroyed everyone on Earth. Yes, I don't think there's any Dragon Ball character who has really died more than 3 times. Because then they wouldn't really be able to be brought back to life. I cannot wait to go on some walks. As when I will be in Florida, the weather should be much nicer. And I should be able to walk around. Because right now in New York, there's lots of snow everywhere. All the sidewalks are covered for the most part. And it's very difficult to get around. So there were many different planets. There was planet Namek, but that's not when they died. That's the planet that they visited. Then there's planet Vegeta, which is where all the Saiyans habitated, if I said that right. That got blown up by Frieza. And then there's King Kai's planet that's connected to Snake Way. But when they did die, they would go to the other world. So it wasn't really a planet as much as it was a world called the other world. We are 1 like away from 30. Yes, Frieza is a bad guy. And Frieza is one of the very few bad guys to like never turn good. Usually every bad guy turns good. But he never really turned good. Yo, the guy who makes robots, what's up? Well, thank you. I am passing the pin around to anyone who would like to say something nice and short and appropriate, and you will be awarded the pin. And when you do decide to subscribe, that shows your full support. So thank you for giving me your full support. Is it Azel? Hello. Absolutely. Phoenix Suns guy, Owen. How are you? Do you like to create robots? Have you ever heard of BattleBots? I'm sure you have, right? XTR, hello. Thank you for the like. We are 9 likes away from 40. Oh, yes. Oh, XTR, you're in Australia, right? Well, have a great day. Peace. Well, good morning. Right now, it is 3:25 p.m. for me. A farmer? You could do both, I guess. But how many robots have you made? Yo, G-Dog, what's up? Well, nice. It looks like we're all hanging out at different times. I think I'm going to be cheering for Seattle. How about you? Thank you for the like. We are 8 likes away from 40. Well, the guy who makes robots, do you post about making robots? Do you create content? Yes, since I live in the state of New York, it's hard to really root for Boston teams. Well, nice. I should check it out. If you have been subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the channel. So if you would like to promote your channel on this channel, you can send a photo of your creations. You can visit the community and you can post photos, comments, links, or all the above. Shout out Arizona. You did? Well, I'm pretty sure I've seen it. XTR, Cooper, what's up? We started the live stream by creating art, a future thumbnail. And it came out pretty great. So I think I'm going to post it in the community. Yo, sounds good. One sub away from 80? That is cool. It does snow here, yes, but it has not snowed in 3 weeks. But when it did snow 3 weeks ago, it snowed a lot, like over a foot. And none of it has melted, so there's lots of snow on the ground. I could show off the snow a little bit, if you would like to see. Yeah, it's not really too much because it's a porch. But outside, there's lots of snow. Yo, Lincoln, what's up? We are 7 likes away from 40. I'm doing great. How are you? Ducks? No. I never thought about that. And snowball fights? Not really. Thing is, I really don't like the cold so much. I try to avoid the cold. Yes, what am I doing today? Today I'm going to prepare for my trip, which I am leaving on Tuesday. So I need to get some things together and prepared. And we did create some fan art. So I will show off the art that we created. Look at that. Very nice, right? The dog girl. Hello. Do I remember you? I don't know. Did you change your handle? I think I remember, but I don't remember 100%. It is pretty cool. I think I'm going to use it as a thumbnail. If anyone would like to create art, fan art, and post it in the community, I will use it as a future thumbnail. The dog girl, if you can remind me your name, then I probably will remember. As I typically always remember handles, but in this case it may be the opposite. Oh yes, Kira. I absolutely remember, yes. How have you been? The guy who makes robots. Peace. The Ball family. What's up? I've been good. Kind of more of the same. I'm preparing a trip to Florida. So if you do see me live streaming after Tuesday, I will be in the state of Florida. We created a new thumbnail. It's kind of like a What They Know flag in a sense. XTR, sounds good. So I think I got the Seahawks. It is pretty tough. I got to give a better view though. Check it out. So we can like hang it up kind of like in the background. This is definitely one I would like to save. I did color it. I did everything. But would help. But everything by myself. So what I did is I shaded everything first. And I labeled the numbers. So I did this first, second, third, fourth, fifth, the rest, 8, 9. So I did say I cannot draw, but I can create. So I created something. Yes, the good markers. The Crayola, I believe. Is it G-Man? What's up? What is what? The drawing? It's kind of just a made-up thing that I did today for a future thumbnail. So I guess this will be going on the fridge. Is that what we'll do? I am from the United States in the state of New York. It doesn't work. That's okay. The top of the cabinet? There are lots of like photos and things. So just kind of like decorations. in the United States, it's not so bad. Very cold day in New York, though. Yo, Lincoln, peace. This pipe here, that's for the exhaust. Yes, for the stove. Yeah, it gets very loud, but this is the exhaust. So I believe tomorrow we will play Connect 4. And then Tuesday, there's a chance I do not live stream because it is a travel day for myself. So I may post a video instead, or I may do both. Or I'll just live stream later than usual or earlier than usual. I'm sure I have some time. 2 cheese sticks, mild cheese, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese. Mozzarella, nice. I am 6'5". We are 6 likes away from 40. All good. So yes, I should one day get the measuring tape. Maybe I do have a measuring tape, and then I'll measure it just to kind of prove. And then people will deny it. Yep. If you would like to check out the channel, there are videos of myself dunking. Because I do pick up basketball, so I do post videos of myself dunking and playing basketball, working out in the gym, and funny food videos. Kira, I did see your last message, but if you send the message after that one, I did not see it. How would I rate my basketball skills? Honestly, basketball is all about the competition. So I really don't play against good competition. But I guess I would rate it around 7. Again. I didn't see that. All I saw was the pinned message. I really don't know. The comments have been really glitching a lot lately. Yo, Roy, I will not be cooking, no. Maybe after I get off live stream, but not on the live stream. Razor blades for the robot? What I could do though is I could kind of make a little bit of like a salad. I definitely know how to cook, yes. Yo, Ball family, peace. I am 35. Sounds good. So what we'll do is we'll cut up some tomatoes and kind of eat them, I guess. As people have been asking me to cook, but I won't be cooking today, but I'll prepare a little bit of a snack. You're hungry now? Well, grab a snack. Mr. Bulldog, what's up? Thank you for the like. We are 1 like away from 40. It does? Well, on my end, it always updates last. It takes like the longest to update. We had an issue yesterday where someone was creating alternate accounts and hitting the dislike button over and over again. And we lost about 40 likes yesterday. Pro Bowler, baller. I have Seattle. How about you? It was a lot, right? It's a very, very strange. So rude. There have been so many people pretending to be other people in the live stream. I don't want to bring it up every time, but it just is what it is. People troll, but you have different levels of trolls. You have people that troll, once and then disappear forever. And then you got people that keep returning over and over again, trolling constantly, but by being nice at times, and then not being nice at times. It's very confusing. Yo, Gina Jackson, what's up? I think I should be sitting over there, right? That's got to be better. So we drew some art, and now we're going to have just a little bit of a snack. I do? That's funny. Is it Manny? Manata? Zoa sounds good. Zoa. I will get it right. So what I'll have to do is probably get some olive oil as well. Kira, that's a good one, but I will try to avoid roasting anybody. But I like that. I'll keep it in the arsenal. '49ers, what's up? Absolutely. I will be watching the game, yes. What did they do? A mustache? Gotcha. Yo, Kira, it is. It's a little small for me to see, but I like the photo. But it's so tiny, it kind of looks like Shrek. Kind of looks like Donkey from Shrek a little bit, but I can't really see. Yo, Kira, you should. And if you would like to post on this channel, you can post a photo on the community. I'm just having a snack, so I cut up 2 tomatoes, and I'm going to season them and eat them as a snack. So So I'm just using salt, pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, and garlic powder. Robots, sounds good. This is what the snack looks like. It is good, and it will help with hydration. We are 2 likes away from 40. Yo, robots, peace. It was great hanging out. Logan, shout out Logan. I'm doing great. How are you? I do not play Roblox. I've never played Roblox, and I probably never will. You're good? Well, I'm happy to hear. 2 likes away from 40. Yo, Young, what up? Young Gun. Why not play Roblox? I don't know. I thought about it, but I never started. Yo, Kira, nice. I'll definitely take a look. I can only look once I get off, though. Is it Arlandia? Digital. Yo, Roy, the Florida trip has not started yet. I will be landing in Florida on Tuesday night. Zoya, welcome. You're good? Well, I'm happy to hear. Yes, 40 likes. Thank you. We are 40% to triple-digit likes. Yo, Kira, it was great hearing from you. Peace. What am I eating? I'm eating a snack. I'm eating tomatoes cut up with olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and crushed red pepper flakes. It is tomatoes, yes. Am I a gamer? I play retro games. So I play all the old school games from years and years ago, from the late 80s and the early 90s. It is good and kind of spicy, as I'm the only one in my entire family that likes spicy food. A Genesis, nice. I got a Genesis too, but I think I'm missing the cords. I can't really connect it to the television I have. I am, yes. That is a good idea. The thing is, I have controllers, but the controllers are really old, so they really don't work. So I'll probably have to get a whole new one except for the system, controllers and cords. What I will be doing in Florida is visiting my parents, as they are already there, and kind of living there for about a week. And then I'm going to be driving down a little, I was going to say south, but I guess it's more west, and go hang out with friends. So it's just a vacation. What are we munching on? Just a snack, tomatoes. So last bite, best bite? Let's see. Is it true? Yes, a healthy snack before, probably not a healthy snack. Yes, I like playing SMB 1, the original Super Mario Brothers 1. That is my favorite game, as I basically have that game memorized. Yo, Kimberly, what's up? Kimberly, I created some great fan art for the channel earlier. So I should grab my drawing, right? I'm pretty proud of the drawing. Favorite chocolate? Milk, I believe. Milk chocolate. Yo, Bob, I do remember, yes. I created this earlier in the live stream. So we're going to use it as a future thumbnail. If you would like to create your own art and post it in the community, I will use it as a future thumbnail. We are 9 likes away from 50, which will put us halfway to triple-digit likes. It does say 42, then it's going to probably update for me. The thing is, I have to kind of stop saying so much about stop acknowledging the like so much. Yes, I would love to do an ASMR live stream. I just don't know really what. Yo, Cooper, peace. Have a great day. Favorite animal? I don't know. I've never had pets before. So I'd probably pick like a wild animal, like a lion. Zoya, nice. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the live streams. The comments haven't been going through, and then when they do go through, they're kind of like have lots of glitches. But like you said, I'll have to check out the settings. Adam Sandler? I've gotten that before. It seems like the Adam Sandler one I get the most now. So we created some great art, had a decently healthy snack, and now we're just hanging out. If anyone has any questions, we could always do a Q&A. Could do like a rapid fire Q&A. Or if you're just looking to hang out, I totally get it. So I haven't been live streaming seriously for that long. I've been posting on YouTube for about 4 years, maybe 5 now. But the thing is, I haven't taken live streams seriously until about 3 months ago. So I haven't really live streamed in the summertime. So I'm kind of curious how that will go. Because I started live streaming in the springtime, and now we're in the winter. So I've never live streamed in the spring or the summer. And the question about chocolate is milk, as I really don't like dark chocolate. Yo, Wendy, what's up? Roy, hello. There is snow here, yes. But it did not snow for the last 3 weeks. But the temperatures have been so low that none of the snow has melted. Oh, childhood memories? I like that one. As nostalgia is my favorite thing. Yes, I would like Seattle to win the Super Bowl. But I really don't care so much. As I do not gamble, and I really don't place bets, and I don't know, I love sports, and I love competition, and dedication, and sacrifice, but I don't like the gambling aspect. Yes, it's hard to root for Boston when you live in New York. You as well. So childhood memories. Well, I grew up in Brooklyn, and it was kind of a rough neighborhood. And we moved out to Long Island when I was 10, which is somewhat of a softer neighborhood, but a crazier neighborhood. And I grew up playing baseball, loving baseball and pro wrestling. And then I wasn't really good at baseball anymore, so I started playing basketball because of my height. Made the 8th grade team, scored only 4 points the entire season. And then from 9th grade to 12th grade, I started every game. As I bought a hoop. The summer of 8th grade, I bought a hoop, put it in my backyard, and practiced every day. Do I drink alcohol? Yes, but on occasion. So kind of like for birthdays and weddings and parties. And shout out Corbin. And Dakota. But yes, the best childhood memories is just getting on your bike, driving to friend's house, and just hanging out. The Sun and Moon Show? I've never heard of it. Shave my hair? I probably will tomorrow, but not shaved off, but probably fixed up. What do I read? I do not read, but I would like to start. Biggest fear in life? Shake my hair? I thought this was truth. I thought Truth and Dare was yesterday. So my hair's not in the greatest shape right now to shake. Biggest fear in life would probably be becoming so successful that I don't know how to handle success. That would be a fear of mine. Yo, Zoa, that's great. I would love to start reading myself. I guess the whole point of reading is just to read anything, right? Anything that interests you. Ooh, a song. If I could make a song and post it, I feel like it would do pretty well. But what would that song be? A serious song? A funny song? F1 race cars? I do not. I know what they are, but I do not watch. It seems like that's a growing sport. It seems to be pretty popular. And I did create this in the beginning of the live stream. I do watch the NBA, yes. My favorite team is the New York Knicks. That does remind me, I did miss the Knicks game today. So I'm not sure how they did. WDK stands for What Day No. Dale, you're really into golden retrievers. That's a good one. Chicago Bulls? Well, they made some trades, so they should be a little better. Yo, XTR, have a great day. Peace. Yo, Zoa, thank you for the recommendations. I definitely love I definitely like fiction, but I also like biographies. So maybe I'll read like an autobiography. The plates in the background are like these designs. I guess I can show them. It's kind of to represent like Italy, I believe. I'm not that religious, but I would like to be more. What kind of movies? I like lots of comedies, but my favorite movie is Back to the Future. Want 100 grand? You mean the chocolate bar? I would love to do a house tour, but I've done a house tour before. So kind of just refraining from doing a house tour every live stream. I've already done one before, so I don't want to do one today. But I will be going on vacation on Tuesday, so I'll try and do a tour of my location where I am on vacation. Got any principles? I would like to think so. Yo, Oliver, what's up? My favorite car is the Chevy Impala. As I have many favorite cars, but that's just one of them. Roy, hello. I should do something, but I have been on live stream for a while, so I probably will be getting off live stream in about 10 minutes. My day's been going great. I'm just preparing for my trip. And I will be watching the game today, so I'm looking forward to watching the game. How is your day? Even though that may be true, do not curse in the chat, even in abbreviation. Do I live alone? Not really. I live in the upper level where I am alone now, but there are people downstairs. My packing is not done, as I really like to do things last minute. So my packing probably will not be done until Tuesday morning. But I do have a head start on the packing, so I have started. So that still is a curse in abbreviation. Yo, Carolyn, what's up? We are 9 likes away from 50, which will put us halfway to triple-digit likes. I do not want to live stream during the Super Bowl because it's not really fair for me to take people's attention away from the game and their day. Because today is Sunday. So at least for me, it's Sunday right now. So you should enjoy your Sunday. And by watching this live stream, it takes away your attention from yourself. So I don't want to be too selfish. I will be flying. I'm traveling on a plane. Liverpool, hello. Yo, Kimberly, it's hard for me to see. Which basketball? Am I? No. Absolutely. Shout out Liverpool. I can check out the edits once I get off, as I am live streaming on my cell phone, so I cannot browse on my cell phone. I give you full permission. If you would like to make edits of this channel, you certainly can. Yo, Kimberly, you post in the community? I'll definitely take a look. Young Gun, thank you. And I would like to thank you as well. We are 8 likes away from 50, which will put us halfway to triple-digit likes. So I do not know what I'm doing with my life, but I'm on the right track. So I'm kind of happy about that. Liverpool, thank you. And thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. We are 6 likes away from 50. How many subs? Thank you for the like. We are 5 likes away from 50. Thank you for the like. We are 4 likes away from 50. How many subs? I have right around 3.9K. So we are officially on the road to 4K. Yes, that is very true. Yo, Makumi, what's up? Just remind me your name. I'm trying to remember. So I don't think we can collab. I don't know. YouTube makes collabing kind of difficult. So we could collab, but you would have to give me your email, as you can only collab via email or cell phone number, text message. Oh yes, Noah. I do remember. But I do apologize. It may take me a little bit while to remember. And thank you for the like. We are 3 likes away from 50. So Liverpool, how would you like to collab? You can make an edit of my channel if you would like. The thing is, I really don't know how to make edits of anyone else's channel, but I can always give shout outs. So eventually I'll make an appreciation post, and if you would like your name in the post, I will tag you. You're welcome. We just got to figure out how to get it done. So I guess I'll just wait on the post. I should give it soon, though. I kind of want to have like a before 4K crew. Do I follow any YouTuber? I follow lots of YouTubers, but I'm not subscribed to many. So I think I have right around 10 subscriptions. But there's lots of YouTubers I like. All the YouTubers that you like, I probably like also. Yo, Connor, what's up? David, hello. Yeah, Del Detto, I remember. Is it Suprio? What's up? Mandel. A bowling live stream. That's actually a good one. I wanted to go to an arcade and live stream. And an arcade could have a bowling alley in it. So I could bowl and play games. But I have to figure it out. But that is a great idea. We are 3 likes away from 50, which will put us halfway to triple-digit likes. Sunday? I don't think so. Or at least I can't think of it right now. Thank you for the like. We are 2 likes away from 50. Is it Yuga? What's up? If you are new, welcome. And if you're in the chat, you're part of the crew, so welcome. Absolutely. State your name if you would like a shout out. Is it Evelyn? Shout out Evelyn. Young? My name is Benny. Benny. Yo, Liverpool, that's awesome. Thank you. And you can also post in the community, as if you have been subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the channel. So you can post a link, a photo, a comment, or all the above on the community. Yes, we are 1 like away from 50. Shout out Paul. Hello. Taylor. Hello. Thank you for the like. 50 likes. We are halfway to triple-digit likes. Aaliyah. Well, thank you. They're kind of like these plates. Hair dyeing? I kind of always wanted to dye my hair as well. For the Super Bowl, Seattle. Thank you for the floating emojis. They look cool on the screen. Nice. Yes, I hope they win. But I really don't care so much. But I do hope they win. I'm thinking about that. Yeah, like a bleach look. That would hit pretty hard. Thank you for the floating emojis. They look cool on the screen. I believe the floating emoji record is right around 11,000. I do not like to guess ages, as it really doesn't matter too much. I mean, it matters, but it's not a game we should be playing. Then I probably wouldn't go blonde then. I would probably go dark, dark. Ha ha. Well, now you're making us do math. We must divide that by 12. I am not brave. That's one thing I wish I was. Yes, I would not dye the beard as much, but I do not actually have any white hair yet or gray hair in my hair. So I do not have the salt pepper look anywhere else except for the beard. Yo, Ghostface, what's up? Yo, Shu, thank you. It is pretty brave, I guess, when you think about it. Yo, Jace. It was fun? Well, Evelyn, thank you. I always give credit to the trolls because the trolls work harder than anyone else. Yes, royalty. Hello. Amelia. Hello. So, Dale, it's spicy? Or is it so good? Or both? Thank you for the like. We are 9 likes away from 60. Well, that's good. Thank you for the floating emojis. They look cool on the screen. I can see that. And like a cool breeze. I currently do not use any other social media, as I used to have Facebook, but I deactivated it. And I've never had TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter. So when I first started YouTube, I told myself I would stick only with YouTube. But I have been thinking about maybe doing other things, but right now I really want to focus just on YouTube. It would be fun to have maybe an Instagram. I definitely do not want a TikTok. And I do not think I want a Twitter. The only thing that would probably interest me is maybe Instagram. Yes, Adam Sandler. I've gotten that. Yes, Instagram can be great, but at the same time, I really I don't want any of my energy being really focused on Instagram. Like, let's say I started posting on Instagram and it started becoming bigger than the YouTube channel, then I really don't know how I would act. Yo, Crime, what up? Thank you for the like. We are 8 likes away from 60. Yo, Dale, all I saw was you took the plates of the guy that was parked. Yo, Grace, I am from the United States in the state of New York. Yo, Nix, what up? I am 35. And right now it is 4:35 p.m. for me. A favorite plane? Not really. As I can't really name any planes except Concorde. So maybe Concorde. Ciao. Hello. Oh, okay. So now I think I know what's happening with the comments. So if you type something that isn't proper grammar, it tries to correct it into proper grammar. And that's why the messages come out a little weird. Now I'm starting to understand it. I do know Canada, yes. I have family in Toronto and Winnipeg, and I've been to both, but Winnipeg only once, Canada, Toronto about like 5 times. You were right. It has to be auto translation because someone would type something in a slang and it tries to correct it into non slang. The song Stephanie? Not really. Well, the word superior can mean a lot of things. Would I rather live in Canada? Yes. But is it superior to the United States? No. Well, that's great. Yo, J Dot, hello. Ooh, Italian brain rot? Only that one song, right? Cappuccino? Ballerina cappuccino. So Zoya, that's kind of like the different tiers of trolls. So you have supporters that troll, but then trolls that support. It's kind of all over the place. Noah, hello. I'm not calling you a troll, but you may be a super fan. So super fans are kind of like, they're not trolls, but they're like super fans. That's all I can say. I will probably be ending the live stream in about 5 minutes. As I do not want to keep people busy all day. We are cool, but you have been rude to some other people. So we all need to be cool with each other. Leanne, hello. Evelyn, thank you. The thing is, I do need to end it kind of soon, as I do not really want to be live streaming during the football game, because it's not really up to me to keep people occupied during the game. The Super Bowl, yes, I will be watching. So you don't start things, you finish them? But you got to be careful also. Is it Mila? Hello. Husker, hello. Thank you for the like. We are 5 likes away from 60. I'm going to be rooting for the Seahawks. But I really don't care so much, but I'm going to be rooting for the Seahawks. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. We are 3 likes away from 60. Daisy, hello. You should not wish to be like me. You should wish to be better than me. Yo, J Dot, I like that. Yeah, I usually root always for the underdogs, as it's a little more exercise. What did I say? Exciting. Yes, a little more exciting to root for the underdogs. Because if the underdog does win, that typically means there was a great game. Leanne, life's been great. I do have a trip planned for Tuesday, as I will be flying to Florida from New York, and I'll be spending about 3 weeks there. So I'm looking forward to getting out of the cold weather and hanging out in some warm weather. My weekend was great. The weekend was very cold though, so I think it's right around 10 degrees Fahrenheit for me. And talk about sick, I feel like I have a little bit of a cold. The Super Bowl, not ball. But yes, that will be today. It's the very last game of the NFL football season. I know. I really hope it is a dream. I am lucky, but I don't like to travel. So I'm going to have to get on a plane, which I'm not scared, but I really rather not. Shout out Swiss. Connor, hello. Yes, the real feel here is about -2 or 3. Never been on a plane? I think I've been on a plane not that many times, to be honest with you. Maybe only like 4. If I rather not, I rather drive, to be honest with you. But it just makes too much sense to fly. So I rather not fly, but it makes too much sense to say no. Fetty Wap, yes, 1738. Ezan, hello. No, it is not work related at all, unless you count YouTube as work, because I will try my hardest to work my hardest on vacation, but it's not work related. It is vacation. Yo, Evelyn, if you want to write a poem and post it in the community, you can post in this community. If you have been subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the channel. You can post a photo, a link, a comment, or all the above. Yo, Jensen, hello. Adam Sandler, I think that's the trifecta. I think I've gotten it 3 times today. Sure, let me just write you a check. What game do I play? I play retro games. And I drew this in the beginning of the live stream. So if you would like to create fan art and post it in the community, I will use it as a future thumbnail. The initials WDK, which stands for What They Know. Pretty cool, right? It's almost like a flag, too, like a made-up flag. Yo, Dodger, thank you. It is pretty peak. Peak for myself, I guess. Okay, one moment. Yo! Zayden, hello. So we had some guests at the door. That's why I had to check the door. Man, very cold outside. Oliver, hello. We are 3 likes away from 60. Nice. I will be watching the game also. It's not morning, but it is daytime. I think Seattle will win. I'm choosing Seattle because Seattle is closer to California than New England. Midnight? Wow. Seems like we're all hanging out at different times. I will be ending the live stream in about 3 minutes. Shout out India. That's awesome. So I have been joking around since I started to live stream about a world tour. So many people from India, England, Canada, and all parts of the United States, Australia as well. It's almost 5? Well, it's almost 5 for me as well. Right now it is 4:53 p.m. Well, shout out India. Yes, I will be getting off shortly in the next minute, but I'm always checking the YouTube channel. If you would like to post in the community, we can continue a conversation or post on any videos. I will try my best to answer. And just because I don't respond or just because I don't heart or like does not mean I've not seen the message. Shout out Kyla. Yo, Shu, thank you. It's been great hanging out these last few days. It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, HBD. You're welcome. So as I have been advised, I will give some shout outs before I leave. Shout out Zoa, Kyla, Shu, Evelyn, Leanne, Krishna, Oliver, Zayden, Dale, Azan, Jensen, and the rest. Vanessa, hello. Well, thank you for the like. When you do decide to like, and when you do decide to subscribe, that shows your full support. So thank you for giving me your full support. And if you have been subscribed to this channel for 24 hours, you can now write on the channel. You can post a photo, a link, a comment, or all the above. So how about we hang out just for a few more minutes? We'll take it up to 5 o'clock. Well, thank you. When you do decide to subscribe, that shows your full support. So thank you for giving me your full support. Rocket Gamer, nice. We are 2 likes away from 60, which will put us 60% to triple-digit likes. If anyone has any questions, before we get off, I will definitely answer it to the best of my ability. So everyone should have a great day, get plenty of rest, and we'll hang out again soon. Where do I live? I live in the United States, in the state of New York. Shout out the UK. That's great. Well, how's the weather been? Good? The weather's been very cold here. So we created some art earlier in the live stream. As the initials of this channel is WDK, if you would like to create your own fan art and post it in the community, I will use it as a future thumbnail. So yes, I can't draw, but I can create. So that's what I created. Wolverhampton, shout out. There is snow, yes, and I can show you a little bit, as I have been showing it off. There we go. So yes, very sunny day, but very cold. And we do still have some snow. And that is the remains of Blob. If you know, you know. A watercolor? That would be actually really good. I will be getting off live stream in 1 minute. We'll all get off, we'll all get some great rest, we'll enjoy the game, and we'll hang out again soon. Kids, I do not. All right. So everyone have a great day. It was great hanging out, and we'll hang out again soon. Peace.